Did you know that spotless aura radiant skin is lit from within? Discover revolutionary Pond's White Beauty with breakthrough Gen White formula, perfected for Asian skin. Each drop absorbs deep into the skin to work at the source, fades away even stubborn spots, lightens skin to unlock your spotless aura from within. Pond's White Beauty gives spotless aura from within in just 7 days.
Hi, we are at day 3 of HSBC's Colombo Fashion Week's Bright Spark program. We've had 2 days of super fashion by young students, and today is the third and final day under the Bright Sparks program. So stay with us as we bring you footage from the show. Hi, I'm with Nuski, who opened the show today. Nuski, we saw a pretty interesting range of dresses from you using thread work. Could you explain to us what that was about?
Actually, it's not a thread work. It's a 3D weaving. I'm introducing new innovative collection for as a new trend maybe, because with my experience of 1 year experience, training experience of handloom and the apparel industry, I'm introducing together. It's weaving, but what is the interesting thing is, the most important thing is, we don't want to sew my collection. I have no, any sewing part of my collection. I'm reducing the sewing part from my garment construction. Once it finishes the weaving, we can get the direct garment from the loom. That's the important thing.
Where did you get this inspiration to do such an innovative idea from?
Actually, this is part of my final year graduation collection. So I was inspired to the PETA maybe. Actually, no one's maybe it's like surprise, because I'm doing I inspired from PETA lifestyles. Different people there. Maybe not a big people, just small people. How they hanging around their lifestyles at the PETA, the payment people. That's like.
Okay, and what's next on the agenda for you?
Maybe. After graduation, I was one of the finalists in university entrepreneurship program. So finally, I have my own business. So because I'm not only the designer, I'm an innovator, I'm an entrepreneur. So I have idea to do my own brand and promoting through my brand. Before that, maybe I have to get an experience at somewhere under someone, maybe in apparel industry.
Okay, there we've heard Nuski, a very, very ambitious young man. All the very best, Nuski.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm with Netmini, who showed some wonderful batik clothes today. Netmini, what was the inspiration behind your creations today?
Inspiration was actually traditional kolam masks, and my concept is flamboyance.
Okay, and it was mainly batik. Why did you choose batik?
That is because actually I would love to use always traditional crafts for my fashionable outfits. That's why I use batik, and it is one of my favorite traditional crafts.
And I noticed most of your clothes had a lot of heavy embellishments. Any particular reason why?
That is because I actually love intricate beading, all were done by myself. And actually I mainly added because I wanted to add some value for my garments. That's the reason. And also I have used some laser cut 3D floral.
Okay, getting back to the batik, do you do the batik work yourself or do you outsource that?
Actually I outsource. I first do the artwork on the fabric, and then I give to the batik factory along with the color samples, and then they do all the waxing and batik dyeing.
Okay, so you've showed at the Bright Sparks at Colombo Fashion Week. What's next in your career plan?
Well, actually, I'm waiting for my graduation show. Hope I will get selected. And after that, actually, I would like to develop my own brand. And I want to be an outstanding designer in this industry.
There you are, another lady with loads of ambition. All the very best, Netmini. Hi, I'm with Hashan, who showcased a fabulous menswear collection today. Hashan, I understand that you've come down all the way from Australia.
Yeah, I was actually on my vacation, and yeah.
Okay, and what inspired you to do the color blocking?
Well, honestly, since I was a kid, like when I was start designing, all I do was like having panels, and then I was like, maybe I should have like have two colors and do like color blocking. So that's how I started color blocking. But this collection, I was inspired by Sri Lankan chameleon. So I use those colors to just to like to see on my designs.
Okay, I also understand that back home in Australia you've got your own label. Can you tell us more about that, please?
Yeah, actually my label is called 2202, which is my birthday. Yeah, I do sell this collection in Melbourne Chapel Street design space. And also these days I'm actually working on my winter collection, which is going to be in stores in April.
Okay, so after Colombo Fashion Week, Bright Sparks, what's next in your career plan?
Well, I hope to do a resort collection, honestly, for Colombo Fashion Week. But other than that, I was also focused on getting into the international fashion industry. My next step, I would say, Melbourne Fashion Week. I'm working on trying to get there. You have to develop a folio. I think this was an amazing opportunity for me to to build up my portfolio.
Okay, Hashan, thank you very much and all the very best to you. Hi, I'm with Nishadi, only 18 years old and a graduate from the Lanka Institute of Fashion Technology. She showcased a superb collection of yellow and black clothes inspired by the
honeycomb.
And why the honeycomb?
Because I think it's a unique texture and nobody takes such a thing for an inspiration for a fashion collection. So I thought it was something new. So that's why I took it.
And how did you get the prints done?
I was actually inspired by the shapes of the honeycomb and the textures and the color. So I just took the images and I just manipulated them and I got the print. I hand painted the prints. And yes, basically all the shapes were inspired by the honeycomb.
And how long did it take you to put this collection together?
It was sleepless nights, and basically in like 2 weeks' time I was done with the whole collection.
Just 2 weeks, so a real labor of love then?
Yes, because I love designing and stitching, so basically that was it.
Okay, so after the Bright Sparks fashion show, what's next for you?
I'm currently searching for a job, and I'm also planning on launching my own label, so we'll see for that. Hoping to come next year also.
All right, thank you very much and all the best. Hi, I'm with Ajay Veer Singh, the architect behind Colombo Fashion Week. Ajay, we've seen 3 days of excellent fashion under the Bright Sparks program. What made you come up with this new concept?
Well, we needed a feeding system where, we take fashion down to schools and campuses where we can pick up the bright sparks down there and groom them from down up so that, it's a feeding system into the industry. There's no other way than to have strong young talent coming out and going into the industry and making the industry strong. So you have to think about the future. So my plan was, this is the second decade of Colombo Fashion Week, which we started with this one. So in the second decade, we to go back a bit and start the whole supply chain of designers coming out, So that was the thinking behind it. So, yeah.
And what criteria did you employ in selecting these youngsters?
Well, I always look for hunger and passion. I just have two things. If you're hungry and you're passionate, you're going to make it. So when we went to University of Murtua in December 19, that was the first CFW day that we did. CFW day is the one that we go and do in the campuses to pick up young talent. So and that results in Bright Spark shows. So we did that on 19 December, the first one. And when we went there and I saw this talent and I spoke to these people, they need to be more motivated. They need to be more driven. So they all asked the same question. So what does it take? I said hunger and passion. If you're hungry, if you're hungry for food, you want the food, right? So you got to be hungry in fashion. And when you're passionate, you go all the way, So those two things I looked for. And I think I was actually looking for only 9, right? I was actually looking for 6. Then I saw more. Then I said, okay, it could be 9. In the end, we had 13. And I think all 13 showed good potential.
Okay, so now you've brought them up to this level. You've given them a chance to showcase. What's next for them?
They'll all be graduating very soon. Or some of them have just graduated. In fact, we have 2 here who have already graduated, and one has come down all the way from Australia, who showed today. He was happy just being in the Bright Spark because he said, CFW is a bigger platform, so I'm okay to go there next year. So now what we're going to do is from there we take on and see what is the from here you need to have the stomach to really build on and how far you can go. So I'm hoping all will qualify for next year. If not all, at least 50% should qualify next year, and the balance should keep trying at it so that by in next couple of years they're there. But I'm very excited with Bright Spark. I mean, I'm here every day, more here than preparing for the main shows, because I think this is how you will build the whole supply chain.
Okay, there you have it from Ajay Singh, a man who personifies hunger and certainly a person driven to success. Hi, I'm with Ajay and Jody, the chef from South Africa. Ajay, what made you decide to introduce a new element to Colombo Fashion Week, food and fashion?
Well, fashion is not only about clothes, because clothes, it helps you make look good, but, food is also important, because, and then I've been following this whole trend that, food is going towards design, and there's design intervention in food as well. And when we went through the profile, and Jody's company really impressed me, which says food design agency, and I said, okay, that's what we're looking for. So so we knew that we have a lady who's quite charming to come in and fit the whole kind of series and the platform that we want to build on going forward. So I thought it's a good start with that. So fashion and food in today's world go together. Health goes together with that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ajay. And Jody, what's your take on food and fashion?
Well, I think that food and fashion are incredibly important together, and food has become such a huge part of the world. Aesthetically, food has become such a very big element, and I think that bringing food and fashion together is so very important these days. People eat with their eyes, and people really want to see food and fashion working together, Food, health and fashion work very well together, and putting food and fashion together on a plate is incredibly important. We work by making food aesthetically appealing. We do design menus, we design food to be aesthetically appealing, and that is why I think it's so amazing that I'm here, and I'm so grateful to be here, because that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm making food work together, bringing trends together, making Sri Lankan food, South African food work together on a plate, and bringing street food, making it into fine dining food, and making it work together, making it fashionable. And how exciting is that? That's incredible.
Okay, and what's it like being working with the crew here?
It's been absolutely amazing. The crew is phenomenal. They've been so friendly. Actually, all the Sri Lankans have been absolutely phenomenal. I've had an amazing time working with them, and the crew's just been phenomenal to work with.
Okay, thank you. So if anybody wants to come and try out Jody's fashion and food menu, it's available at Spoons until Saturday.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. By the way, because
Here you are, ladies and gentlemen. 3 days of super fashion at the HSBC Colombo Fashion Week's Bright Sparks program. We've seen a whole array of young designers who have brought youthful, fashion-forward collections, all thanks to Ajay Veer Singh's innovative idea of giving them a platform to showcase their fashion. Stay with us because tomorrow starts the first day of the main CFW fashion show. We'll bring you more footage from the shows in the coming days.